while I was at UNH. Bion came to visit us a few times in the 2000s. He loved tinkering with my 1954 Buick Super Convertible, which was being restored. He later gave me a small 52 Buick Skylark model. It sits on my desk.
It does. It's there.
So Bion's presence is always there. Somehow we always stayed in touch.
Well, he always was apologetic he couldn't find a Model 54.
Yeah. This one is from Joe O'Leary in Southern California, San Diego. Bion, thanks, old friend, for teaching me about Model A Fords, how to drive a 65 GTO muscle car, playing surf guitar, grilling steaks, and drinking beer.
Want me to read?
Yeah,
Safe
he was the
journey,
one
my
at,
friend.
at the
Yeah.
beach.
That
Joey.
Joe O'Leary,
He was-
yeah.
Close friend.
This one is from the people that bought the house to the left as you go into Bion's little
Okay, the
compound.
one right on the road.
Schubert.
Super. I thought they were coming.
They're away.
Oh.
They're away. Dear Bion, you sold us our little honeymoon cottage next door to you, and we shared many years of fun times, boating excursions, lobster dinners, conversations over coffee and pastries. We have pictures of you blowing bubbles with our daughter Darcy and showing her how to carefully hold your kitten. We remember how you were so gentle and sweet with her. We will always cherish the good times we shared with you in Little Boar's Head. May you now rest in peace.
Are they still in that house?
Oh yeah, I'm going to skip mine. This
Why?
is from...
I
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, read them all. Don't be modest.
I
I'm not
regret
on
that when I wrote Bion's obituary, I did not include references to the happy times in Northampton and Rye Beach. The beach club, old cars and hut cars, boats, parties, hanging out and cruising around with friends, all bring back good memories of him. Bion's life for the past 25 years was very difficult, and it is far better to remember him as others have done on this page. He is now at peace. John Bottomley.
Oh my goodness. The bottom is.
Bion was an old friend from growing up at the beach, Little Boar's Head, Rye Beach. Sadly, as the years rolled by, we lost contact with each other, but those wonderful memories remain strong. Rest in peace. Pam Bottomley. Dear, dear Bion, so sad to hear of your passing. Although it has been years and years, there are times in our lives we will never forget. Thank you for being part of that. My memories are so vivid of the football games and you. Sue Tosi.
Oh my goodness. And these are all Little Boar Head
Yeah.
people.
Names it.
So long ago, but so far away. Memories are flooding back. He was such a good man. Always kind and gentle. Always there to live a helping hand or a ride home. I pray you are at peace. See you soon, old friend. Mary Ann Sullivan. Remember her?
I don't remember them.
Bion was a good friend and big brother to
This
so
is
many of
before
us
me.
in the 60s
Yes.
growing up in Rye Beach. Squiring us around in his station wagon, making sure to use more caution when the younger ones were passengers, playing good tunes in the car radio. It felt like the Beach Boys were in the driver's seat. Thank you for those warm memories. Nat Stevens. Goodbye, old chum. We spent many summer days at your folks' house in the late 50s listening to 45s, Poison Ivy, Book of Love, Get a Job, The Sweet Little 16. We all remember that little pedal car of yours with you or me pushing Jennifer around in it. We found the film. We will miss you. Robin Gerhardt.
Oh my goodness, girlfriend.
Rest in peace,
His
dear old friend.
His in-
Peace.
Days
Rest
in the
in, yeah,
70s.
please don't put that in. I have thought of you often over the years and will never forget our amazing, carefree younger years growing up in Rye Beach. Thank you for driving us all from pillar to post until we were all of age to drive. Thank you for being a generous, kind, and thoughtful person and for bringing so much joy to my life. Cherishing memories of you forever. Robin Boatfoot Gerhardt.
He made fun of her big feet and her shoes.
And this is the last one. It's from one of Bion's classmates at Kimball Union. Sincerest condolences to Bion's family and all who had befriended him. He and I were best chums, Kimball Union class of 1963, oh so long ago. Bion was always upbeat and fun to be with. We caught up with one another years later and chatted about old times and how life was turning out. I hope that his final days were without suffering. Rest in peace, old friend. And then there's just one or two from Facebook. It's a shame that Bion's death notice brings us all together again, but it is just so appropriate to honor him in this way. Alice Leahy.
Oh my goodness.
Bion was my first.
She came to lunch a couple weeks ago.
Bion was my first.
She was.
Bion was my first boyfriend when I was 15 and he was 18. My parents were not too thrilled about my hanging out with an older man. They got to realize, and they got to know him and realized he really, really wasn't. Some of my best memories from childhood are from Rye. Joyce Lawton. I think Bion would be happy that we had all hooked up again thanks to him.
That's Joyce Abbott.
Oh, is that Joyce Abbott?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Alice again. I am sure he would have loved this. Joyce Abbott again. I left New Hampshire 17 years ago and don't get back often. Clearly Bion's circumstances had changed, but his sweet nature had not. He was a sweet man, full of joy, and that is how I will always think of him. I wish we had all reconnected sooner. There's a Facebook page called Friends of Bion Hodgins, and that's where some of this stuff came from. There's about 19 people on it.
So how did you,
that's
did you
nice.
set that up, or?
Nat did.
Oh.
I did. I set that up just to
So
reconnect with people.
So how do people, you know, see it, or?
If you, I can give you my email, and I can send
what
you
I
the
mean-
link. It's on Facebook, and it's
a
the
private
Private.
you. What you do is you type it in as a Facebook page, and then you go to the messages, and they're all there.
But for instance, how would, say, Joyce Abbott see that? How would that hit?
How did she know about it?
Yeah.
Well, some of us are friends through
I see.
Facebook,
So
and then they're friends with friends who are friends. That's
Joyce Abbott.
that's what's so nice about Facebook is that you friend one person, and that links you to the four that they're in touch with.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bion, goodbye.
Yeah. A lot of.
He
Good
had a
memories
friend from
for
Manchester
everybody.
that David told about it, but
Is that a cigarette?
Yeah.
He's making Colonel Clink. You remember
okay.
Colonel
Oh,
Clink?
yeah, Colonel Clink.
Yep.
he smoked up until the day he died,
Did he really?
Oh my gosh.
like a chimney.
Oh, geez.
I used to tell him to stop.
Well, he
Didn't
did.
let him listen.
Oh, you wanna,
No, that's up to you, honey.
what?
The ashes in the thing.
I didn't know if Marcia wanted to do it.
I think more appropriate you do.
Not deep enough.
It's not deep enough.
Save some to.
We
we're gonna
always
put
make
at
it
the
a little
beach-
bit
at the
bigger
beach.
because sometimes
Wow.
people will say that it's this, and then when you get there, and it's like that.
Smart move.
Want me to put this back over? Or not?
The Schuberts said they'd scatter some in their front yard.
Oh. Yeah, that's nice.
It seems so
I would have liked to have known
anticlimactic.
him.
I know.
So he would have been 70 in
70 in August.
In August.
Yeah.
God, those flowers are
Deborah brought those.
Well, they're my cemetery flowers, just in case.
Is it August 12th is his birthday? Yeah.
Oh, 15.
It's 15th.
Oh, the 12th was my.
Because Mackey's is August 5th and mine's the 18th. We all celebrate our birthdays together.
It is. And the flowers have to come this side.
Where do you live now?
I'm just in North Andover. Excuse me.
Okay, but you went to Nashua for the
He lived
skydiving thing?
Yeah.
when they lived
I'm
so glad
So you grew up in Manchester too?
remembered him. And then they moved to, where they lived, Dave, after
Who?
Bion's parents, they lived
Actually, I think the last time I saw him,
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
he looked
And
more
so I
like
never
that
knew him,
than.
but his parents,
The picture
when
you
my
just
mom
saw?
was